Across Japanese manufacturing culture, there has long been a quiet superstition that influences everything from product naming to internal model codes. The number 4 is often avoided due to its linguistic connection with the word associated with death in Japanese pronunciation. This cultural hesitation, known broadly as tetraphobia, has subtly shaped how companies structure their product lines. Canon, in particular, has historically been careful with its naming conventions, often bypassing the number 4 in flagship sequences and moving directly between generations without acknowledging it. For years, this pattern remained consistent enough to become part of industry folklore. Camera enthusiasts would point out gaps in naming schemes, joking that Canon seemed to skip entire generations on paper even while advancing technologically. But now, that long-standing tradition appears to be facing its most significant exception yet. According to emerging supply chain chatter and early-stage development leaks, Canon may be preparing to introduce a model that directly breaks this naming avoidance pattern. That camera is rumored to be called the EOS R4. Unlike previous speculative models that circulate briefly and fade, the EOS R4 discussion has gained unusual traction because it aligns with a noticeable gap in Canon's current lineup strategy. Today, Canon's mirrorless ecosystem is clearly segmented. The EOS R1 and R3 occupy the high-speed, action-focused professional space, designed for sports, journalism, and fast-moving subjects. The EOS R5 Mark II sits in the middle as a versatile hybrid tool for creators who need both strong stills and advanced video capabilities. However, one major area remains less aggressively addressed: extreme resolution photography. This is where competitors have already taken the lead. Sony's A7RV, with its 61-megapixel sensor, has become the reference point for high-detail imaging in the full-frame world. Nikon, through models like the Z8 and Z9, has strengthened its position in professional hybrid performance while still offering strong resolution output. In comparison, Canon has not yet introduced a truly resolution-focused flagship that directly targets landscape photographers, commercial studio shooters, and high-end commercial retouchers who prioritize pixel density above all else. The rumored Canon EOS R4 is expected to fill that gap in a decisive way. Early reports suggest the camera could feature an 80-megapixel stacked full-frame sensor, pushing Canon into an entirely new category of imaging performance. If accurate, this would place the EOS R4 beyond traditional full-frame resolution limits and into a territory that begins to overlap with medium-format systems, while still retaining the flexibility, autofocus performance, and lens ecosystem advantages of a 35mm platform. The idea of fitting 80 million pixels onto a full-frame sensor immediately raises technical questions. Higher pixel density typically leads to smaller photo sites, which can reduce low-light performance due to lower photon capture per pixel. However, Canon is rumored to be addressing this challenge through a stacked backside illuminated CMOS architecture. In this design, the circuitry is layered behind a light-sensitive area, allowing more surface area to remain dedicated to light capture. This improves efficiency and helps offset the disadvantages of smaller individual pixels. In addition to sensor architecture, another major element of the EOS R4 concept is the introduction of a dedicated processing component often referred to in leaks as a digic accelerator. This is believed to be an advanced AI-assisted chip designed to handle complex image processing tasks directly within the raw pipeline. Instead of applying noise reduction after capture, the system would analyze image data in real time at the sensor level, potentially improving clarity while preserving natural texture. If implemented as described, this would represent a significant shift in how digital images are processed inside the camera. Rather than relying on heavy post-processing to clean up high ISO noise, the camera itself would intelligently reconstruct cleaner image data during capture. In theory, this could allow photographers to shoot at higher ISO values while maintaining image quality comparable to much lower sensitivity settings. For example, images captured at ISO 6400 could potentially resemble the clean output typically associated with ISO 800, depending on shooting conditions and subject matter. This kind of advancement would have immediate real-world implications. Wedding photographers working in dimly lit venues, event photographers operating in unpredictable lighting environments, and documentary shooters working in natural low-light conditions would all benefit from improved high ISO usability. The boundary between usable and unusable light conditions could be significantly expanded. However, introducing an 80-megapixel sensor also creates a massive increase in data throughput. Each RAW file at this resolution can easily exceed 100 megabytes, and continuous shooting at high frame rates generates enormous processing demands. At 20 frames per second, the camera would theoretically need to handle multiple gigabytes of data per second, placing extreme pressure on both internal processing systems and storage media. To support this, the EOS R4 is expected to rely heavily on high-speed CF Express Type B cards, along with an expanded internal buffer system capable of sustaining extended bursts of continuous shooting. Some reports suggest the buffer could handle over 100 RAW frames before slowdown, enabling sustained high-speed capture even at extreme resolution. This capability opens up interesting possibilities for wildlife and sports photography. In theory, photographers could capture ultra-high-resolution images and then crop significantly in post-production without losing usable detail. A 50% crop from an 80-megapixel file would still yield around 40 megapixels of output resolution, effectively extending the reach of lenses in a way that was previously impossible. A 400mm lens, for example, could function more like an 800mm equivalent in terms of usable framing flexibility, while still retaining professional-grade detail. Autofocus technology is another area where the EOS R4 is rumored to introduce a significant shift. Canon's existing dual-pixel AF system has long been praised for its accuracy and smooth subject tracking, but it relies on a 2-photodiode structure per pixel. While highly effective, it can occasionally show limitations in certain directional focus scenarios. The remaining question is not whether Canon can build an 80-megapixel full-frame camera, but whether the industry is ready for what that level of detail truly demands.